So it's kind of leaning towards that other garage. I was told there used to be a tree right there, and I guess it fell, but that's not even the bad part. Take a look at this over here. They used to have like a carport here, and they started to tear it down. I think somebody told them that they might be able to fix the garage and save it. I came by and told them before that there's no way. Not if you want it to be structurally sane, because take a look at this over here. So it's kind of leaning towards that other garage. So that's the one thing we got to be most careful about, is we need to make sure we pull it away from there. Well, this is pretty much our only way in, because the garage door is so crooked you can't lift it. This window is our only access. But the funny thing is, we got to give them access. They still have a few things that they want in here, so we need to make it easy enough for them to get it out, and they can't really get it out this window. So
are they selling a chopper?
Yeah, do you need a chopper?
How much?
A chopper? I don't know. He says he hasn't ridden it in a while. Thing looks mint. All right, we gotta get the door down. Probably the more redneck method. Got it. Now we're trapped in here. Yeah, that way is not recommended in any way, because it has all that spring tension in it on those wires. If you do it wrong, you're standing right next to it, smack you right in the face, and it hurts. So we're gonna take the third panel out. Fourth panel is actually attached to what used to be the garage door opener. It should basically just fall, hit the ground, and then we'll fold it up, move it out of our way. That was easy. Nice. All right, 2 more bolts. We're good. Now, they can actually just empty this out. We can come and tear it all down. All right, from this point, we basically formulate our game plan. But long story short, the only sketchy part about this is the way it stands right now. The last thing we want to do is we start to push that bucket down on it, is for it to tip closer to that other garage on the other side. And even the owner said, hey, the sooner you get this done, the better, because we're one wet snow away from it being a really big problem for me. And I'm like, yeah, no doubt there, man. Outside of everything else, we need to make sure this thing is unhooked from power. Oh, that's a wire nest. Can you say pigtails?
Did you ask the owner if the power was off?
I thought you did. All right, so we're pretty good until we show up. Once they get everything out, we'll start tearing her down, but we're gonna set this electric to the side in case they decide to rebuild, they can tap into it. Perfect. Woo! We picked a foggy day for this, but the nice thing is, it's kind of nice out. It's like 50 degrees. This is a good time to tear down a building. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get the machine loaded, and then we're gonna get that over to the building itself. And of course, Keegan's already running dumpsters, so he made sure to drop me one right away. Shout out to Brock with Hollensteiner Lawn Care, because I'm borrowing this trailer and I'm putting on the back of this truck. And to be honest, I have never towed a bumper pull with this truck, so that'll be kind of interesting. I've always had a gooseneck. We sold one of our flat deck trailers, and we kind of had another plan in mind for growing the business and kind of consolidating some of our stuff, but the piece we're replacing it with isn't in yet, but it is pretty cool, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I called in one of those favors, and we're gonna grab this trailer. I'm doing a once over. Tires look good. This thing is actually, he told me he got this thing on a steal. I need to be better at looking at auctions, because this is a nice trailer for what I know he paid. But Go get that thing loaded. All right, first attempt, not bad, not bad, considering, like I said, this thing never hauls a bumper pull. I got close. You guys in your fancy backup cameras, I would like one of those right now. I think we'll make that work. That'll do it. There we go. Ollie-o. See how much it ends up squatting that truck though. That's not terrible. I don't even have the airbags turned up on this, so I think we'll be good.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
All right, we'll let her get warmed up. We'll start figuring this out. Keegan dropped me a dumpster, but I'm already gonna have to move it a little bit because it's a little close to where I need it. But again, guys, this is kind of the situation we're working with. It's leaned this way, and we don't want it coming that way at all. We need to bring it this way, so we're gonna have to do some redneck ingenuity, I think. Just enough strap to get through the window here. I'm thinking if I can notch out the 2x4s a little bit, almost like a tree falling, we can kind of pull it down, get some pressure on it, and almost everything should fall at once. That's the theory. Things don't usually go to plan, let's be honest. So we have all the tension on it that we need just to kind of hold everything in place. Now kind of comes the sketchy part.
I'm not perfect.
Deal with it.
It wasn't a perfectly executed plan, but I mean, now if that roof falls, it's gonna fall down. That's the whole goal here. Okay, we should be safe now. See how we put that strap on there? So every time I would back up, this was also pulling the building while from like the middle section, while I was also pulling from the top. So I just figured that would work really well, and I mean, really it did. We moved the building a few feet forward, so, and if I had to guess, that's actually probably bolted in this brick wall a little bit. So that's part of the reason it was fighting us. But now, as long as I get that roof panel up there, kind of inside of here, we're golden. you saw me doing that sketchy part of cutting the joist on this side, or the 2x4s on this side, and almost like you would down a tree, I did that on both this side. That's why both of these collapsed so easily, but that last back wall stayed sturdy because I didn't cut any of those. I wanted that to be kind of the strongest point once I brought the roof down, so it could almost sit there freely.
So I just rolled up, been running dumpsters all this morning. And Clayton didn't even wait on me, dude. He did all the fun part without me. So it looks like he's pretty much done. Just load it and we're gonna run it. Hey, did you do this without a spotter?
God damn, are you the feds? You calling them? I'm out here working.
I mean, I got it down, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's
And you
down.
managed not to damage their
Yeah, I didn't touch it at all. It didn't even go over the line over there. Talking some redneck ingenuity kind of computer. I think this is all going to cram in this one dumpster pretty good. We might just use a 14 yard after that.
might just have to use a 14 yard just to clean up, honestly, dude. The way you're just shoving it in here.
Yeah, the wood's so fragile, so when I tried to pick it up in pieces, I even had it all, you know, sawzalled out a little bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough. Like, every time I grabbed something, that wood just fell apart. So I could have loaded some of it by hand, but...
Why do that when you got this thing?
Yeah, like, why would I? I got brooms and shovels for the end.
Board. He's thinking we're going to be able to get this all loaded in 120 and the rest in a 14, and I agree. It's really not that much left besides this roof I'm standing on. This is the biggest piece. He'll crush that up. I mean, he's still got plenty of room in the 20, so I think we're looking good. I know Clayton has more dumpsters. I think he's just trying to see how much he can fit in this one. And he's doing pretty good. I mean, there's not really much left to go. Just a bunch of scrap. Then you got this portion of the wall right here. So, I mean, and he ain't even really crunching it down right now. He said he's just laying it up there and he's gonna start smushing it down here a few. So, I think we might get a lot of it in there. The 14 yard is going to have plenty of room left in it too, honestly.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, yeah, we definitely made a mess, but I mean, it's going to clean up nice. Because the nice thing is we got this one here. You've got that 14 yard on the back of that truck. I say we actually just barricade this one in. We get everything in that one. Keep it on your trailer even. You can get that one to the landfill before the end of the day and we come back for this tomorrow.
Yep.
I think this will be an easy cleanup. I'll leave a little bit of room in the back so we can put some of the cleanup shingles, the nails and stuff. We'll put it in the back door of that.
Oh yeah, 14's gonna still have plenty of room in it too.
Keegan's been running the truck and trailer today for dumpsters, so this works out perfect. He had one already emptied from the last pickup. We'll use that to top everything off. One less trip to the shop to get a dumpster. It's a narrow driveway too. I mean, honestly, this barely fits in here. Until you get over here, and then we got plenty of room. It works out really well. Keep coming. Keep coming. All right.
All right, we got the 20 pretty much leveled off, filled up. Now he's moving on to the 14. We're gonna go ahead, get the scrap and the little pieces of junk left over, stuffed in this one, and then I'm gonna run it out.
All right, good deal. We're now to the point that we basically have some of these just bigger chunks, and it would be faster for us to kind of load some of them by hand. Then we'll start scooping shovels full of the little debris into the bucket. So that way we can just get this thing loaded nice and neat, not have to, you know, sit here playing with the machines. Machines are great, but sometimes there is just some efficiency to some, like, just a little bit of labor. Good thing is we can kind of be a little sloppy with it and still get everything we need done, and then use the back end of that dumpster for all the light stuff.
Hungry. So hungry. Need food. Lots of food.
Hey guys, thank you for bringing me food today. You're
I
such...
forgot you 7-Up.
Oh yeah. Not gonna show her face, that's okay. We got the 7-Up.
I want to be wife material.
Doing the last bit of cleanup, but also looks like we're doing a little bit of leaf removal. Fun stuff. We know he ain't got the skills to pick this thing up. That's just cheating, let's be honest.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
Lift that thing up and put it in the dumpster.
All right. Shoot, that'll about do it for this load. What'd you think? You think it was gonna go that fast?
I knew it was gonna go that fast. It was not that big of a garage.
No, it came down pretty easy. One pile, the leaves, and a little bit of debris. I'll send you on your way once we get this stack in, and then from there, I'll come in with a couple of contractor bags and do the cleanup. That's the most satisfying part anyway. And then tomorrow we'll get this one. All right, he's out of here. Get her to the landfill, son. There he goes. One down. So I'm gonna go get myself a leaf blower, maybe a push broom, and some bags to get this little stuff out. That's the details that matter, I promise you guys. The cool thing is, by the time we're done, this guy will have gone to work, you know, 7, 8 a.m. We didn't roll up here until almost 10. You know, it got a late start on the day. So he's gonna get off work and he's gonna be like, what the heck? Because we told him between Monday or Tuesday, he said, whatever works for me, I'll have everything cleaned out. So hopefully he's in for a good surprise today. The nice thing is my father actually lives right down the road from this job, so kind of saved me some time running back home or to the shop to get some cleanup supplies. Grabbed a leaf blower, a rake, and some bags. Toss the rest of this in here. All right, last thing to do, we're gonna get rid of a couple tripping hazards left over from those baseboards. Let's see, there's a few of them. They're kind of hard to catch. Oh, there's one right there. All right, there's a really big one. Like I said, y'all, it's always the small details that matter. Well, I hope you guys like the way we did it. I know there's about, a million different ways to skin a cat. You remember that saying before you jump into those comments. Because I know everybody has a different idea to do it. But I'm telling you, this worked actually really well. It might have been a little out of the ordinary. I think the biggest thing I was afraid of is if I went from the top and started pulling down on it and the building essentially split in half, I started tearing out the front half. I was more afraid the rest of the roof would cave in and then the back wall would fall into this property over here. And if you've done demos before, it's a possibility. Once that roof collapses, the back wall likes to cave out. So yeah, it's kind of a sketchy moment, but we got it. And that's the most important thing. No damage to the property and no damage to the neighboring property. That's really the ultimate goal. Tomorrow we have a full plate of dumpsters, so this one will just be added to the list. Keegan or I will end up getting that one. Plus we'll have to come by and get the garage door and stuff. I don't usually do the whole scrap, but there's a little bit here. Plus I have another pile. We'll toss that all together, get rid of it, and get the excavator out of here and get it out of the customer's way. I always love hearing what you guys would have done anyway, so hit me in the comments, tell me how terrible I did, and guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Keep grinding. There's money out there, go find it.
Just do it!